Good morning, and we are back. So after the last session, we finished the balance sheet finally with all the data now. We have up-to-date bounties, and after the stream, I was also conversing a little bit with ChatGPT and finishing the script. So now there is actually a script that can fetch all the bounties, all the addresses, and the corresponding amounts. So this is a script we can use for the future. Okay, we're gonna look through the child bounties now and make sure that they're properly categorized. And then we have all the raw data processed, and we can actually go into the high level insights that we want to look at. So for this one, we basically have bounties. We have a list of bounties, and they are categorized. They're categorized here. So these are the states we have, and we can maybe compare them visually to see if we made any mistakes. So we have, for example, bounty 10, bounty 11, and you see how the numbers are matching here. 596, 1225, 221. 22 12 22 73 2212 1014. This might be a rounding issue. Yeah, there's a rounding issue. 20473 577. Okay, this looks good. 422 313 542 2-3. It looks good. Okay, so ChatGPT was just a little bit slower. It made some mistakes. It made some assumptions that it later had to correct. But it actually eventually, after sort of, I don't know, within 10 prompts, it actually got a working script together. So I don't know, maybe if you would spend like 15 minutes focused or 20 minutes focused, you would have a script without like even thinking about the problem. And if you would be thinking, you might be going even faster. Good. All the values here seem to match, which is good. So we have a confirmation from two different sides that these numbers are correct. And this concludes our balance sheet. Now we have the bounties. Now we have the child bounties. So why did I even look at the bounties? So we are assigning the categories here. So a bounty has a category and subcategory, and these are the same categories, subcategories that we also use for spending. So what we do is that each child bounty has a parent bounty attached, and so we are inheriting the category and the subcategory. And now we can manually override it on certain instances. And then that is the final category and subcategory for that child bounty. So what I want to do now, and so we have all the data filled out sort of a few months in the past. And in some instances, we have been overriding it, but not in all instances. So how I would start is actually look at these bounties where we have been overriding it in the past. And then only override it for all the others. Or no, look at the bounty, parent bounty IDs where we have child bounties with overwritten categories, subcategories, and then note them down. And then we're going to look at them first, and only after we're done with them we're going to look at the other ones, because they have a higher probability. So what I'm going to do now is I have taken some notes. I've taken some notes of the bounty IDs that are especially interesting for us, and I'm going to filter by them now. So I'm going to show all the bounties, and then filter by parent bounty ID. And so what I want to have is 11, I want to have 13, I want to have 17, and then I want to have 24, I want to have 32, 33, 36, and then I want to have 42, 43, and 46. All right. Okay, so these are the ones where we have been overriding them in the past, and we might even want to look at them. We might want to look at them one after the other. This might be easier. So I'm going to start with 11. And so the overrides we had in the past, so this is an anti-scam bounty, and there is a advertising attached. I think this was a mistake. So this was a mistake in the past, so I'm gonna remove this. And I hope I did like act correctly with the overrides and wasn't that I wrongly copy pasted, but no. Okay, so parent bounty 13. Okay, this seems to be long gone. So we're fine with this. Okay, the next one is 17. Okay, so the way we have it overwritten, okay, so this is, I guess, the events bounty. Yeah. So events bounty has outreach events, meetups, and then sometimes the events bounty is also paying for conference attendance and side events. So these are the two main categories that the events bounty is financing. And then it seems like we also have assigned training and hackathon to this. Okay, so if there is hackathons, this is also a subcategory. This might be interesting. And then what is that? Content creation, distribution. Monday software, content creation, distribution. This is not correct. Okay, it seems like there was, in some instances, there was something wrong. Outreach is correct, and then advertising, bash, Eve Denver. Yeah, okay. This was the bash party. Seems like we categorized this. Okay, and then we have, for example, talent education, PBA, so we're also clustering together the PBA events. And then this is events, conference attendance. All right. Okay, so these seem to be the categories we're overwriting. So this PBA, sometimes hackathons, sometimes conference attendance and side events. Right, and so, and then so we will look at the new ones. And so this is basically everything that got funded. Yeah, so everything that got funded. Seems like was there a 3-month break? Is it possible? Okay, it seems like there was a 3-month break in the bounty, at least in terms of payments. Interesting. But so there is this 1 month that we need to look at now. Okay, so it's not too much. Roots Vietnam. Merch budget. This might be advertising. Roots Vancouver working budget. Okay, Roots. Bit Basel, Miami Music Week. Miami Music Week. This is conference attendance. Yeah, this is conference attendance and side events. So we're gonna set this here. Okay, Tokyo Developer Meetup. Yeah, there's a meetup. So meetup is the default. Paris NFT and real world assets Paris. Okay, so there's conference attendance. Sub-curated duties. Okay, default bucket. Jam Experience Lisbon. Seems like a meetup. NerdCamp. Polkadot NerdConf. NerdCamp. Conference attendance, I would guess. Roots Warsaw. 2 meetup series, 3 meetup series. Okay, so Roots seems to be, yeah, Roots is the meetups program. Polkadot side event. Okay, so the side event. Curator fee payments. Okay, I'm gonna remove this. And then while we're at it, we can also keep going for the remainder. No, there's gonna be more. So let's see. Everything until here is covered. Okay, so we can go on to the next bounty. Okay, 24 is next. Okay, so 24 is a moderation bounty. And so there is more advertising. There was a problem with advertising. So I'm gonna remove the filter here to check out what was going on with advertising. Because this is a bad sign. Okay, no, this is bounty 33. Bounty 33 is actually, social media. Bounty 33 is actually the marketing bounty, so advertising here is correct, especially sort of we roughly gave the marketing bounty curator costs to advertising. It's the base category. But I mean, the base category is already advertising, so we can remove this. This is not necessary. Ah, wait. Yeah. So we don't need this actually. Okay. Okay, going back to Bounty 24. So this is Outreach Social Media Moderation Team. Okay, yeah, this is obviously wrong. Events, conferences. There has to be have had a wrong digital ads. This is not good. That means there was like a sorting problem at some point. Which means we need to check more data. Okay, let's check for advertising digital ads. Okay, this means we will need to check more. We will need to check everything eventually. Also, these are cancelled. Ooh. Yeah, I think there was a filter misapplied at some point. You know what? What we will do is we will check this now. We'll show everything. We will sort it A to C. And we will compare it with the previous report. So what I'm going to do is, okay, check there is no filter, copy everything, and I will just post it side to side here. So let's see if this breaks my browser or not. Nope, it does not. And then yeah, I don't care about these ones. I actually don't care about any of this here. Delete. So what I do care about is that this is equal to this, and then pass it down completely. And then see if they're truly all next to each other. You see there is a mismatch at some point. at some point. So we got one line missing in our report here. What is it? 2000. Why is this missing? Too bad. Too bad. And this was creating a problem. And another one. Whoop. Like there's just like generally a few hundred lines missing. There's just 500 lines missing. Do I have any filter active? Nope. Okay, so I have a broken table. Unclear where the problem was coming from, but I'm gonna add a note here just so that this doesn't happen the next time. So data gathering, fetch referenda. Yeah, this hurts. Okay, so how do you handle this when there is discontinuous data? Different approaches, but I would actually... so first of all, I would do a check because I was basing it on a script that was recently running here. So what I'm going to do is sort this A to C, -2. Okay, so this seems to be correct at the moment. So what I would do is maybe just delete. Let's just delete all of it here. From here to here, delete, which hurts a little bit. And we're just gonna start fresh. So this is the latest state. Gonna paste it where? Maybe not all because there's like formulas that we are applying, and we should not delete the formulas. So what we actually want to do is like remove all of this here. Boom. And then like this should disappear. Yes, okay. So and then we're pasting here. Yeah. So we're inserting correct data, hopefully. Crashing the tab. Okay, and then we're gonna check if it stays true. It stays true until the end. Very good. Yeah, so don't know what happened here. And now what I'm going to check is, so I'm gonna delete this, and now we'll check if the correct subcategories is applied. So, or let's start with the categories. So I'm gonna say is let's say is this, no, is this, oops. Is the category field equal to this category field? I'm gonna apply it down, and now we need to check it by color. I assume. Maybe let's just do a quick pivot. Insert, pivot table. Maybe we can just do like count unique values, and if it's just true in the range, so that's the range of y2 to y 3066. Okay. Okay, then let's say find. I want to find the value false in search. What does it mean? Search for false, and I want to find it in nope. A matching value could not be found. Okay, so does it not find false? Okay, then I'm gonna do a pivot. So I want to find data here, append it here, bang, and I want to find now, give me epsilon z. Okay, give me all the values. Look, and I want to get all, I want to have all the IDs as values, and I know as rows. I actually want to have all the rows. This is what I wanted. Yeah. Where the value is false. Give me all the rows where the value is false. Okay, so now we have the mismatches. Okay, and this means that what we copied from the Treasury report mismatches what we have in the current governance sheet. So this is interesting in the monitor. So we go to row, we go to 705. Yeah. And this is a mismatch. And what do we have here? We have empty here. And what do we have here? Outreach advertising. So doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter here. So I'm just gonna fix it here too, because this is annoying. Why? So we don't want to. Oh, okay, so it's not categorized here, it's only categorized in last report. So there is for some reason there is a rich advertising digital ads. Okay. Good, one down. 7 to go. Okay, 841. 841. Okay, we have 841 and category mismatch. Again, marking outreach. Weird. It's again the same thing. So maybe we have more of those. Yeah, it's the same. So 852. Same thing again. Okay. Nine, 8, 3. 9, 8, 3. Nine, 8, 3. Okay, that's gonna be fine. 9, 8, 9. Same thing. $1,005. So there's events, conference attendance. Yeah, this was wrong in the last report. Is weird. Why is it right now? Wait. One more time. Conference attendance. Maybe we already fixed it. Did I already fix it? Just copy pasted it. Hmm. 1,005. 1195. Outreach, social media. Outreach. Okay, that's correct. Well, so what it indicates is that this was already broken the last time. So all we can do now is just fix it and make it better. 1196. Yeah. Okay, what this indicates to me is it was already broken last time, so we just can make it better. Boop, boop. And I'm not gonna investigate this any further. Okay, spicy. Good. Let's go to we were at 24, or we were at 33. Let's check. And we're now back to sorting inverse. So we are checking for the moderation team bounty. And seems like we don't inherit the categories yet. So I'm gonna remove the filter. I'm gonna sort everything. And then we check if we are properly evaluating and inheriting. There is a broken row. What's going on? It's the joy row. It's the joy row. let's do it like this, evaluated subcategory. We sort this, and then we will find empty rows here. What is going on? Can we automatically extend this too? Yeah, okay. No worries, my friend. Okay, is there a formula? Is nothing happening? Why is nothing happening? If you want 7. Oh, okay, I'm gonna reload the page. Maybe something is wrong with the running. Nope. But the formula is there. So let's look up B3317. There is an ID. Ah, so maybe there is a, maybe the ID is missing. 22. Well, there is a, there is a bounty 22, but there is a subcategory. I see. Ah, okay, so we're not giving this. So okay. So what this means is that sometimes, like, we are forcing to set the subcategory on certain things, right? So in this case, we're just not giving it because it's too diverse. The bounty is too diverse. And when the bounty is too diverse, we don't want to automatically set something. We want to force that it's evaluated every single time. Okay, now I'm extending the formulas so that we have them everywhere. And I actually could have done this also with the other columns, which I forgot. But this is fine. I'm gonna add this to the checklist. Good. Okay, at least we apply the formula everywhere now. Good. Now we can sort it top to bottom again, and we are back to checking our bounties for how they're performing. Zoop. Nope, 24. Right, okay, so this is the moderation team bounty and moderation curator bounty. So there's obvious mistakes from the past, conference attendance and side events. So, okay, what this means is we need a little bit of a better plan. So we will like now go through everything manually, like all the bounties, all the child bounties from the selected categories. And then we will have to check it by subcategory, actually, by allocated assigned subcategory. Okay. Yeah. Completely wrong. Very free. You know, sometimes this can happen when you assign this, you sort a table, but you don't include, for example, these two columns. You made a mistake while sorting, forgot those two columns, and then those things happen. Okay. Okay, I guess more here will be correct. Top up for bringing talent. Okay, I would directionally tend to say that these are correct. 46. No, these are DeFi integrations. 42. Quantum Spanish. Okay, Spanish bounty. So for conference attendance and for digital ads, we are missing. This is only affecting them. Yeah, I think this cleanup should be done. Influences. So I would rather tend to check the marketing bounty again, because this means marketing bounty and events bounty, and I guess there is like at some point a filtering went wrong while looking at those. So PBA, yeah, this looks like Brussels, Hanoi. Okay, this is correct, and this is a meetup branch in Brussels meetup. I don't know, but this is the meetups bounty. Or is it the events bounty? It's a meetups bounty. Yeah, look, this is pretty empty. So I guess all the conference side attendances are stripped from here. Good. So and then 46 was the last child bounty. Influences, sign-on bonus. Was this AMI? This was AMI. Yep. Okay, this is correct. So as a thing, I would like to check this one. And what is the marketing bounty for the free? I think these are the two where there is an issue. So we're going to look at them individually. So let's start with the events bounty. So, and what we're quickly going to tag is conference attendance and side events. Yeah, because we just stripped them off. There was something off here. So I'm gonna steal my category from here. Conference, attendance, and side events. Yeah, conference, attendance, and side events. And we look for these where there is like conference attendance. So Miami Mega Week looks good. Miami Mega Week. Wood Culture Meetup Toronto, Miami Mega Week. Miami Mega Week, Miami Mega Week. USC CBU Workshop, I don't know. Jam Workshop. Ghana Meetup, Jamming with Dot. Blockchain Week. East Toronto, Punta, Woody's After Dark. After Crypto Vendimia, still a meetup. Blockchain Week. Buenos Crypto Me, can do now. Hackathon. So what was hackathons? It was like trainings and hackathons. Okay, let me look it up. Talent and education, trainings and hackathons. Trainings and hackathon. Talent and education, trainings and hackathon. Show designer, blah blah blah. See you at Eve Denver. Finance, blockchain, and law. Looks like a side event to me. Bangkok. After merge. Road to Sub-Zero meetup. Salta Tech. This looks like a conference side attendant. Boop, 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 boop. Core block space. Okay, good guesses. Let's see. And the other thing I wanted to check is the marketing bounty, because it seems like digital advertisements went lost there. Repeal. No, this is the DeFi. This is the DeFi bounty. No. Kai Poyeta's reward. Is this advertising or is this influencers? This is influencers. Outreach. Kaito. 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 Kato AI. Not sure. Okay. Community management. Okay, so let's give this community management. Community management. You can always say hi in the chat and let me know if you have certain questions. Compliance. Community management. I believe more of this will pop up when I look into the details, so I'm gonna do this rough now. Yeah, we have something missing here. So BTC Echo. BTC Echo is, I believe, a platform integration or a digital ad. I'm giving this digital ads and we'll like have a more detailed look later. This is influences. Pineta is digital advertising, I guess. Pineta. Pineta digital. So what was it here? Influencers. Okay, then we assume the other ones are influencers too. Yeah, look, these are all gone, and we assigned them in the past. So what do we have here? Evox, influencers, Okay, Luna. We have a value here. Influences. Yeah. Poggy. Okay, it's curator. Market across. It's weird because this was already part of the chain wire. Curator. Great. Okay, that's rough. So I'm gonna, like, for now consider this mostly closed. I will just keep this. I won't check it. I won't put a check mark so that we can be sure. I'm gonna still check it later. Okay, we have continuous data here. We have continuous formulas here. Nope. Good to know. Good. So next thing we know is here, and this is here, and it's continuous. Okay, good. So our balance sheet is still not broken. We are happy. What is this? Is this the actual income statement from last time? Okay, aggregated pivots. So this is a first look into our data, and it should give us an insight into what happened in the last quarter. Okay, first look looks reasonable. Now the thing that we have to do is we have to apply the same filter everywhere, and so what I did is I extended to allow the first quarter, and so we're going to do this in the other parts here too, and I think we're going to do this for all the charts now. For now, and then I guess for the graphics we have to do this too. So this was filtered on 2024. So not sure. We might not need this for now. I'm gonna remove it, but I'm not gonna move stuff around or else our graphics are breaking. By components. Look, for example, here numbers are used for side calculations. Would be good to know which ones. Okay, I would say I'm gonna remove the filter here, or I'm gonna extend this. And now we just know that this is breaking. Broken until further notice. Okay, and we could make this gov to category by component, gov2, and this is, yeah, it was gov2 all the way. Good. 2024 types. I'm gonna make this graph 2 types. Okay, and here we see the first part of like some kind of missing data where it's not allocated. So this should come from the aggregated sheet, but we're assigning stuff here. So this is weird, and we should look at it right now. So the source is the aggregated data, right? So so I'm just gonna click this and see where it leads. Okay, child bounties. Child bounties, okay. So I'm gonna visit the aggregated sheet. Why did I know it? Because of the numbers. Because of the numbers were in the 3000s. Good. So let's check the aggregated pivots, and we have correct aggregated pivots now. All right. And now quarter by type. Yeah, that's also the thing that was interesting me. So extending the filter here. Boom. Oh, the bounty ratio is going down to 25%. But that means more direct spending, maybe. Yeah, so bounty spending sort of continues, although it's going, yeah, sort of stabilized. Collective spending was still going up. And then quarters by type. We have quarters by type. This is 2024. So it's the same thing, maybe just filtered. And we can also extend this here. Good. So GAF2. This is going to row 11,000 aggregated. Just want to check. Okay, there's actually 11,000 rows here. Interesting. So GAF2 categories by quarter. Wait, we also need to yeah, because it's filtering. So add Q1 here. Categories by quarter. And then we have the same for dot values and for USD values. And we have quarters by category, and I think we did this to have it easier to render it out into a chart. Okay, so average spend per quarter is 9 million. No, this is an outrage. Development, I see. Business development. Business development spending is down again. And here we should insert a column, small one. Okay, just checking if I'm not missing an appointment right now. Okay, so 2024, I'm gonna leave this out for now. Some space to be creative. And the same thing here. We could go for Q1. What did I just delete? Yeah, we could just go for Q1, of course. Okay, so then let's just look at Q1. But do we have the same here? We have this actually here. Anyways, this is, I think, for the copy pasting. So it's Q1. And then Q1. So categories by quarter. Yeah, but we will not have that categories by quarter thing here. So we can make a comparison with, yeah, but quarter for quarter comparison, I think it's too early for that. That is more like a thing, like, I don't know. I think OpenGov has to be more stable for that. Did we just lose a category? Business development? Why is there no business development? No, it switched places. What is gone? Research is still here. Talent. Was there no talent spending? Was there no spending on talent? I mean, it's possible. There was. No, there was not. Maybe this just became active in Q4. Academy. Yeah, this got approved in April, so there was no talent spending. Okay, but there has to have been hackathons. No? No hackathons? Hackathon. Is a... Wait, so the last hackathon got approved in December. Interesting. No talent. Maybe they just got funded previously. Okay, so I'm not yet sure if this is the information we're going for, but yeah, I mean, we will have to think it's like now starting to become time to think about what we actually want to present in the report. Subcategories. And we already see that there is some uncategorized stuff. I think the child bounties, I think I wanted to categorize some child bounties that I did not. Okay, so we're gonna feed all the bounties here. Whoopsie. What's going on here? And then here we want to show, and then maybe all time would be good. Graph 2 bounties. So it's the all-time spend of bounties, or not all-time, but the gov2 phase. And then what we do have here is the USD spend. Yeah, USD spend is good. And we make this all-time now. Loop. And see if we see something interesting. The same here. Swoop. Yeah. And we move the stuff that we have here a little bit to the right. Okay. Okay, everything globally gets 11. And everything is calibrated. Okay, good. I think we no, this not yet. Okay, no, this is good. Marketing bounty spends. Okay, here we can add all the quarters. Is there what? There's marketing bounty spends. Look, spending is up. Has been lying dormant here, and then it's like slowly trending up again. Million in March. Okay. Good. I'm gonna take a short break and then we just look into the data and we're gonna enjoy the data for the first time since we're at this. So see you in a minute. All right, so I'm thinking, since we finally have some results and the table is ready, I'm gonna start a new stream. I'm gonna make a post on Twitter that we're actually looking at the data now and see if we can get some people to maybe join the conversation. So I'm gonna end the stream now.